to this. Jesus. Let me try and share. If it blinks out, it's just because I'm sharing stuff. All right, and let me set a timer. Okay, there we go. This thing never works right on my damn phone. It never works on my phone. So it looks like Bullseye Ben first, Bradley Collins. Number 2, Bob Peter, you are deterred. Good morning, Rose. Good to see you guys. I'm going to try. My eyes are not focusing too hot this morning. I'm going to try and keep an eye. My bad. Forgot you need the big letters. I appreciate you, Bradley. I appreciate you, man. Don't worry about it. We're okay. Got about 40 minutes, less than 40 minutes to make this all happen. Guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up, do me a favor, do it now. It'll draw more people in. My voice is starting to go bad already. Cindy, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. And it's funny, too, because the YouTubes are telling me that there's only like 2 people in here. But Cap Lux engaged. But I know there's more than that in here. So we're going to pop in a Werther's Original and pray that it works. We're going to give the chance to fill up a little bit. Guys, if you haven't checked in, make sure you do now. Good morning, Deanna. Good morning, Skeens Girl. Good to see you again. We were all over the place last night, weren't we, girl, huh? And we were like in one live stream, in another. I was in like 3 or 4, probably 4 different live streams last night. This is what happens when the girlfriend leaves me alone with my computer. It happens. It happens. Okay. So I don't know what the thumbnail looked like. Pretty much everything that I set up like a minute ago, nothing happened. No, it just like, okay, I'm supposed to schedule it, right? I gave it 5 minutes. No, it just turned on. It just said, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do, you know? Toilet scrolling for hours. Jesus. Hours? Really? Okay. So, I'm going to, for those of you on the replay crew, the thumbnail and the verbiage and everything will look completely different. I'll fix it when I get back to the house. Let's see here. So what I wanted to do is I want to talk briefly about some of the mistakes that are made, but I wanted to focus it in a positive way. A new job tomorrow. Very nice. Very nice. And kind of do it like, okay, these are mistakes that are being made, but let's look at it from the basic level so that, you know, it's like, don't make those mistakes. No, I don't want to do that. What I want to do is say, okay, maybe we should go back to basics. Maybe we should take a look at the way things, you know, should have been done or the mistakes we've made in the past, but making it better. Good morning, Ian. Good to see you. Let's see. So this is kind of a beginner's guide to prepping, you know, kind of like some practical steps towards self-reliance. If you are new to the channel, by the way, if you're new to the channel, the way this works is I read about some stuff. You write about some stuff. I talk about the stuff that you read. We now currently have 36 minutes and 42 seconds before I have to turn this thing off. So let's get into it. So prepping is more than just stockpiling supplies. You know, it's a mindset. That prioritizes self-reliance, preparedness, and adaptability. So those that are new to the concept may feel overwhelmed by the sheer amount of information available, but breaking the process into manageable steps ensures preparedness, focusing on essential priorities, financial considerations, and strategies for integrating self-reliance into everyday life. Now, I'm not tardy. Is Andy here? I don't feel tardy. Cindy says, you're making room for a metal filing cabinet to store perishable items to keep rodents out. None now, but preventing access is important to me. Make sure that you seal up all those little holes that are inside those filing cabinets. The bugs love to get in there if they smell your food. All right, let's see here. Understanding preparedness. kind of a mindset over materials process. Now, the foundation of effective prepping is knowledge and planning. Accumulating supplies without a strategy just leads to insufficiencies, wasted resources, and gaps in your preparedness. Instead, a well-rounded approach begins with assigning risks, understanding potential emergencies, and developing a plan tailored to individual circumstances. Now, some of the recommendations, they're pretty simple. They're really pretty simple. I guess one of them could be, to conduct a personal risk assessment. Identify most likely disasters based on location, lifestyles, and personal circumstances. And this could include natural disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes, fires. Oh my! Economic instability. Everybody knows that's my big prep. And supply chain disruptions, which should be one of your big preps. By the way, has anybody noticed the price of gas has gone down significantly? Thank you, Captain Red Tie. That's what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Just thank you, Captain Red Tie. Because it used to be like $3.20 and now it's $2.79 at the local gas station. We're in here, or plastic buckets and cabinets at the least the plan. At least you've got a plan. There you go. Let's see. I hope you're staying dry this week. I'm so soggy out now. I don't. Oh, my snow melted. Snow gone here. Got rain yesterday. Need moisture. Need moisture. That's the way I do it. Okay, so yeah. See, now I know YouTube's lying to me. There were 20 of you in here when I looked down, and I looking back up. It says there's only 11 in here. That's hilarious. All right, so. The other thing we can do as a recommendation is to establish priorities. Now, you need to determine which aspect, what's that guy doing? Nothing. You need to determine which aspect of preparedness requires the most immediate attention, such as food security, water storage, medical supplies, or, alternative energy sources. It could be any one of those things, Only 2 thumbs up. Well, there's more in there now. You just hit your refresh button. Mine says 9. Mine says 9. So another thing you can do is to develop a plan. Create a step-by-step strategy outlining necessary actions. Supply acquisition and skill development to ensure a well-balanced preparedness plan. 10 likes. Mine says 18 here. It's so weird. I can't refresh. If I refresh mine, YouTube will probably, shit a kitten. I don't know what this thing will do. It never works right when I do it with my phone, but it is what it is. With all that said, YouTube is wacko. With that said, I don't see a lot of comments in there, but we'll move on. So I'm just going to write this up to it's a learning thing. Another thing, build a food and water supply. This is probably, as preppers, that's probably one of the big, those are, water, food, and security in that order. So that's the top 2. Now, food and water are the most fundamental needs in any emergency situation. That's the way it's always going to be. Many beginners mistakenly focus on accumulating large quantities of food without considering any type of balance or variety or even longevity. The key to building a sustainable long-term food storage system that supports nutritional needs and dietary preferences is to do it incrementally. Now, some of the recommendations you could do to make this happen is start with short-term storage. We can all do this. We all have a Wally World. We all have a Food Lion, a Piggly Wiggly, whatever is in your stuff, what is in your locale, but starting with short-term storage, aim for at least 2 to 3 weeks of food and water. Choose non-perishable items that require minimal preparation. That's one of the reasons I'm huge on canned goods, is because they come with their own water. um, Freeze-dried meals is an option, but remember that that's going to require you to rehydrate them, and some high-calorie snacks. Now, unfortunately, high-calorie snacks normally don't have a super long shelf life, but they do provide lots of nutrition. Lots of nutrition. You just have to buy more, just constantly buy more, and be feeding them out to your kids or eating them yourself. Now, another thing you can do is gradually expand into long-term storage. Piggly Wiggly. That's right. I know what the Piggly Wiggly is. What we got here? Gold and silver and other supplies won't do you any good if you can't protect them. That's true. That's true. Can't eat them either. You'd be surprised what you can eat if you really want to. But gradually expand into long-term storage. You want to incorporate bulk staples such as rice, beans, pastas, and even oats. You want to ensure that they're stored in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers, and that will give them the maximum shelf life. Cook V showed up. What's going on, bro? So what's going on? And then you want to diversify your food sources. You want to balance convenience foods with home preserved items, dehydrated meals, and even heirloom seeds for future food production. We're starting to reach into long-term stuff. And then secure water storage and filtration. Store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. And we say one because that's people can wrap their head around that. They can't wrap around their head. They can't wrap their head around the fact that your toilet flushes your toilet flushes 0.6 of a gallon of water every time you flush it. We use a lot of water. Human beings that live in our society in America, we use a lot of water. So it's hard to wrap your head around the fact that it's made so easy for you. But having that 1 gallon of water per day per person, that is the minimum. That is just to drink and survive kind of thing. So maybe make a little bit of food with it, but you're definitely not going to be boiling a bunch of pasta. That's for sure. So, you need to make sure that you invest in reliable filtration systems such as gravity-fed filters, portable water purifiers, and rainwater collection systems if you can do it where you live. And when I say you can do it where you live, that means it's really hard to set up a rain catchment system if you live in an apartment that has a window that somebody can't even jump out of. So looks like you guys put some cozy how water is used, but eating hard cash will only hurt you in the end. Where we got Skane says, yeah, I've been eating out of my pantry for nearly 1.5 years at this point. I supplement with cheese products. I have eggs from the chickens. Even with a variety, you can get burnt out. Very true. Very true. Heavy fiber, driving but listening. Good to see you, Debbie. Good to see you. All right, so something else to think about. Something else to think about when we start talking about the very beginning of our preparedness journey for, there's things that we forget, guys. There's things that we forget. Why we're forgetting them, I don't know. It's we get stupid, but financial preparedness, managing resources wisely. We kind of go crazy sometimes with, can I make this chat go up more? God, YouTube really needs to fix that. Prepping doesn't require an immediate financial investment. Inexpensive gear, or bulk supplies, instead a strategic approach ensures I was just thinking about something. But, a strategic approach ensures financial stability while gradually increasing preparedness levels. And some of the things that we can recommend to do that, budget for preparedness, allocate a small portion of income to emergency supplies. This ensures a steady progress without financial drain. The other thing you can do is eliminate your debt. Reducing financial liabilities increases overall resilience, making it easier to handle unexpected crises. It's always such a tough word. I don't know why. Invest in multi-purpose items. Prioritize versatile tools and supplies. Such as solar powered chargers or hand crank radios and multi-use cooking tools. And this is going to maximize efficiency. And then obviously it's going to get easier as the next 4 years go along, but build an emergency fund. Set aside cash reserves in small denominations, for situations where electronic transactions may be unavailable. It used to be, we used to do a lot of stuff with cash. Back when we did lots of stuff with cash, whatever petty cash was in my pocket, smaller than a 20, got put in a jar. Every day when I came home from work, that's the way it went. I would buy lunch or snacks or whatever. Everything. If it's change and it's smaller than a 20 and it went in the jar. You can do that if you have a cash, if you use a cash, what do they call it? Budget. Some people know what that is. It's where you only spend cash. That way you can control the amount of money that you're actually spending instead of just flopping that plastic, just whipping that plastic out. So it's a smart thing to try if you've never done it before. I recommend you do that. But what I would also recommend you do is doing no spend months. No spend months is you're only paying for your bills, and you're only paying for gasoline, and you're only paying for food. All the meals have to be cooked at the house, or free someplace. If it's free, it's for me. But you can't be right. Velya. Hopefully I said that right. No one here speaks Russian. Run Google Translate. Das vidanya, something like that, right? No one understands that crap. So if you want to communicate, one, welcome to the channel, but two, you're gonna have to communicate in English. Nobody here speaks Russian. All right, let's see here. Perfect. All right, so let me go to the chat here real quick. We got a couple of people had put some stuff in there. I'm working on my budget. Let's see here. I've had an extreme course in financial management, and over the 1.5 years, and I've only made it due to budget with frequent revelations. There you go. I'm having an emergency fund saved my wife and I on our home remodel and my colonoscopy. $22,000, man. Give me $22,000. I'll stick a camera. Let's see here. Most are paycheck to paychecks thanks to Sleepy Blue Tie. Yes, and we're gonna fix that. So, I think this is Skane's girl. It's hard to tell. And it has been awesome in showing me how far my preps will actually go. I think it has been essential in how I will re-up on those in the future. Yeah, I mean, listen, we do that all when we do no spend. I mean, you guys know I use my pantry. My preps get eaten. It's just a giant stockpile of freaking stuff that I eat, and then I replace it every month like everybody else. It's not saving me any money. It's just allowing me for food insurance. So look at it that way. I would say look at it that way. Still try to apply the 6-can method because it works, but yeah, I would do all those things. All right, we still have 20 minutes and 26 seconds. Let's see here. Financial preparedness. We just did that. And then, so the next one is acquiring essential skills. First in, first out cycle. Yes. 20,000 was remodeling. 17. Okay, I'll take 17. You know, they buy those cameras that you can like hook to your phone that have like 20 feet of freaking of cable. Dude, you can take pictures with your phone and everything. We're going to put the doctors out of business with this kind of technology. All right. So acquiring essential skills. You know, a stockpile of supplies is only as useful as the ability to utilize them effectively. So, you know, basically, what is it? What is it? Assets don't equal skills. Developing practical skills ensures preparedness in a wide range of scenarios and reduces dependency on external systems. Now, some of the recommendations that come with that one, it's so weird. This woman pulled up next to me, and she's been sitting there the whole time. And she's just playing on her phone. She didn't go into where I am. She's not doing it. She's just sitting in her car playing on her phone. Very weird. So those recommendations, we start talking about skills is, I guess the first one, probably one of the most important ones, I think, is learning basic first aid. Learning basic first aid. You know, understanding how wound care, CPR, and emergency medicine treatment can be life-saving in a crisis. As you guys may have seen in the last video, or actually the last few videos, the other one drops today, actually, about first aid kits and knowing about gear, knowing how to use it, having training in that is very important. Because you're going to find out very quickly that you may not know as much as you think you do. You know what I'm saying? You're going to find out very quickly in an emergency situation whether you are prepared or not. It's really that easy. And yes, that the other, I have another, I guess she heard me. She's put her phone down and she is now leaving. I guess the spy ring has been exposed. Let's see here. Develop fire starting techniques. Practice using waterproof matches, ferro rods, and natural tinder sources to ensure reliable fire starting in any environment. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's fire. Enhance food preservation skills. This one's important too. Learn how to can, learn how to dehydrate, and even learn how to ferment food. Fermented foods are so good for your body. And this is going to extend shelf life and reduce weight. Reduce waste. We also need to learn how to practice situational awareness. You know, you need to train yourself in observation techniques and decision making so that you can respond quickly to potential threats. It's really that easy. It's like, keep your head on a swivel, man. This stuff is not hard. It just requires effort. You know, I've always, you know, in all of my time in the military, there's I always had like one rule, you know, effort and enthusiasm can get you through pretty much anything. You know, if you combine those things, you're pretty much unstoppable. Nobody can find a chink in your armor. You can get through pretty much anything with effort and enthusiasm. All right, and then also understand home security. Implement security measures such as reinforced doors, motion sensing lights, and emergency communications plans. Emergency communications plans. No, I'm not going to say it a fourth time. I think I got the message across. All right, I'm going to go to the chat here real quick and see what I can find. Grumpy Acres is in the house. There we are. 9/11 help. This is Karen, Skanes girl. She's in the stream. I'm trying to get to where it is. She is trying to be like you. What the hell? Maybe she's waiting for you to move. What are you talking about? All right, I can only go so far with this stuff because it's tiny. It's so tiny on my screen. Let's see here. Amish, Glasgow, also nice Amish, Waverly, as I know some of them. Okay. Looks like Skanes girl says 9/11 help. This is Karen. There is a psychotic man talking to himself parked next to me. That's hilarious. Well, no lights and sirens, so Grumpy Aper says, Feeding America, the nationwide network of food banks, is a great resource. They hand out food that big stores are getting rid of. Yes, I love that program. But the food bank here in Virginia, you have to like have like a profile, set it up. You have to have like a case number, and like I get it. They want to, you know. So the guy who lost his job last week and can't feed his family this week now has to go through this detailed process to sit in his car for 4 hours to go through the drive-through to pick up his 3 bags of whatever. It's, I don't know. I get it, but it doesn't, it hurts my heart a little bit. Deanna says, my husband used to ask me, can I walk in the store without grabbing 6 cans of something? Now he does the same thing. Thank you. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. It'll build a stockpile in a heartbeat, man. It'll build a stockpile so fast it's not even funny. Let's see here. I'm cornhole on ETP for my bunghole. Let's see. Assets are just clutter if you don't know how to use them. Very true. Let's see here. I can give you an intro if you're close and want one. Let's see here. Cindy, about 45 minutes. What the hell? I went to look up where Glasgow was, and the detail listed under it was human settlement in Kansas. There you go. Every time I go to the store, I have prepping on the brain. Yeah, it kind of sucks because every time I'm in the store, that's something that actually happens to me. You know, when the girlfriend's like, "Oh, that's cute," and I look at it like, I can't do anything with that. I have to tell myself, stop. Just stop prepping, man. Stop prepping. All right, so it apparently looks like my printer ran out of paper and didn't tell me. So integrated preparedness into everyday life. Preparedness is not a separate activity, but a lifestyle adjustment. Integrating self-reliance into daily routines builds confidence and ensures long-term stability. Or should I say sustainability? Now, I do have 2 recommendations. Adopt sustainable practices. Grow a garden, raise small livestock, or learn urban foraging techniques to supplement food supplies. Those are some things you can do. Now, you can also use, you want to rotate your supplies regularly. Incorporate stored food into daily meals to prevent waste and maintain familiarity with preparation methods. This morning, I'm making my girlfriend's lunch, and she wanted me to make her a chicken salad, like chicken salad sandwich, but she just likes just eating the chicken salad. It's because of the cancer makes puts sores on the roof of her mouth, so she has to eat stuff that's non-abrasive. Anyway, so I'm making it, and it's smelling good, and I'm tasting it, and I'm flavoring it. She's like, I don't want any. She told me before that she didn't want any spices or anything. I was like, this is bland. I got to put some salt and pepper in this, and I do, and it tastes better. So anyway, I'm mixing it up for you, and then out of nowhere, she's like, are you using canned chicken? She's not a fan of canned chicken. And I was like, yes. Well, when I cooked last night I made, was it Indian butter chicken? And my plan was to cook enough that I could just, dice it up real good, and then make her some fresh chicken salad, from fresh grilled chicken. But I kind of failed on that one. Everybody got to eat their chicken last night. I guess it was good. But anyway, I'm constantly incorporating my preps into my food. So where we got here? Looks like Oops showed up. Ben, are the things you have useful? Where are we at here? If so, is it being a pack rat? Hoarding is collecting garbage and trash, among other things. What's wrong with canned chicken? It tastes different, Jesse. It has a different taste. But it's okay. It's okay. It just has a different taste. This was actually a question that was on Grumpy's live stream last night. Is there a line between prepping and hoarding? And one is, and my example is that prepping is that everything is organized, but in hoarding is everything is in piles around in every corner of the room. So know the difference. Let's see here. Doesn't think it's useful. Nothing wrong with canned chicken if you don't have fresh. Oh, exactly. I use canned chicken all the time. But like I said, it just has a different taste. It doesn't have a fresh chicken taste. First live I've caught in a while. Hey, what's up, Tefel? Great to see you again. Good to see you too. Canned chicken didn't used to have a different taste. I don't know, man. I don't know why it's happening, but it's happening. That truck is way too close to me. But like I said, it has a canned taste. And you know, I think it's more because the chicken, because of the way that they can it, it's very, let me put it to you this way. Chicken that comes in a can tastes the same as chicken that you may have canned yourself in a jar. I think it has everything to do with the canning process, the way it's heated up. You're basically just boiling the crap out of it up to frickin' what is it, 290 degrees, you know, for 90 second or 90 minutes. I think that's what changes the flavor in it. I don't necessarily think that the can changes the flavor. So let's see here. I can my own, and my canned when supper cheap for cat. There you go. Let's see here. Not the same as my canned chicken. Gotcha, Cindy. Gotcha. Well, that's what's happening in my world. We got 8 minutes and 43 seconds. If you guys want to talk about anything, do me a favor and do that. If you haven't hit that thumbs up yet, do me a favor and do that. That will do it. You know what? Screw that. If you love your country, put a one in the chat. America. I'm going to drink a little coffee. I'm going to talk a little smack. I'm going to let you post something in the chat that we can talk about. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. America, F yeah. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to do that. Oh, let's see what's on the CB while you guys do that.
Becoming west 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon. Speed 3 to 4 feet, occasionally to 5 feet. Wave detail, southeast 4 feet at 8 seconds and west 3 feet at 3 seconds. Friday night, south winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest 15 to 20 knots after midnight. Seas 2 to 3 feet.
Okay, I'm not going out in the ocean, so I'm not going to worry about the seas. So let me just put something in here. Most important thing when it comes to prepping. Chicken crundle. Am I saying that right? C-H-R? Yeah, chicken crundle. I don't recognize you. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. The most important thing when it comes to prepping, you're new, so it is start with water, food, and security. Those three things. Security is pew, 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 or a baseball bat, or whatever you're comfortable with and allowed in your state. Do those things. Stockpile the water. It's the simplest thing to do. Go buy jugs of water, stick them in a closet. Don't forget about them. It's done. But those are the things: water, food, and security. Let's see here. Cuckfee says my wife is very picky on what she eats. I want to get chickens for eggs and my plant butter. Oh, that sounds delicious. By the way, this is my first time here. Just dropped. Just pooped up. Just popped up in my feed. All right, well, Jesse, thank you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bro. Everybody gets recognized here as long as I hang out long enough and I can recognize your name. Let's see. Plan for your day. Cindy, I am going to finish what I'm doing here. This is kind of a weekly task for me. So I'm going to finish up here. And then I'm going to go back to the studio. Well, I've got to put a bunch of stuff away when I get back. But I'm going to go back to the studio, headquarters, and I'm going to start working on 2 different videos. One video is an upgrade to the truck trauma kit that I normally carry around in the Explorer. The other video is going to be for the giveaway. I'm going to be giving away. I talked about this during yesterday's live stream, but I need to loose lips. I'm going to be doing that giveaway, and on on Friday afternoon is going to be the actual video for the giveaway. And I'm going to let that set all weekend long. And as long as people follow the rules, I'm going to let that set all weekend long. And then, what is it? And then on Monday, I'm going to announce the giveaway during the live stream. I'm going to announce the giveaway during the live stream. So that's what's going to be happening. That's my plan for today. If I can, well, I got to cook supper. I kind of screwed up because I made like this unbelievably like colorful, yummy supper last night. So now that's all the girlfriend wants. She wants me to cook like that every day. So anyway, so yeah, that's my plan for the day. Let's see what's going on with the solar flare. There was a weak solar flare. It wasn't anything huge that I'm aware of. See, NOAA weather. Let's see. Gear is just stuff if you don't know how to use it. Very, very cool. Very, very true. Rose says, depends on the manufacturer of the process. Keystone meats are good. No preservations, only sea salt. You know what? Walmart sells Keystone meats. So I'm probably going to end up there today trying to find the ingredients to make my... If you guys didn't know this, I wouldn't mind being a chef if I wasn't a prepper. But I got to go like find ingredients and stuff like that. But I think I'm going to get my hands on some Keystone. I buy my canned meats say Walmart all over them. Not a joke, man. Not a joke. But it is what it is. I'm not paying $3 for a can of something that I can get for $1.25. It's all FDA approved, you know. Let's see. Prices are coming down. $6.99 at grocery outlet. Okay, that's good. Store things you cannot produce. Okay. Don't forget the sock on the baseball bat. There you go. You know what? I really need to make that video, guys. I am so. Whenever it's not like easy, the videos. It's so hard to make difficult videos. But anyway, so I do owe you guys that third segment on Preparedness 101. I owe you guys the security video. So I guess I'll put that on my list. I do have my whiteboard now, you know, if I can just get the girlfriend to quit drawing stuff on it. But yeah. Let's see, food bank, canning skills, barter skills, canning supplies, equal cost. Very true. Exactly. Loose lips, 12.5 million chickens culled this month. Why? Bird flu? Cooking expectations sad for you. Sarcasm. Sucks when you're punished for doing a good job. I'm going to tell her that. You're punishing me for doing a good job. I'm going to order pizza. I have watched Chef Prepper. Pretty good. Chef Prepper. I didn't know about that one. Okay. Yes, they do. And canned is Lima, Ohio, better than survival times for. Okay. Bird Lady, good to see you, lady. Chicken Crundle says, right? My girlfriend likes to shop at the Whole Foods, but I like buying generic brands for the bargain. I'm telling you, man, spices fix almost everything. I hate Walmart veggies. I prefer my Mir. But that's because they are local. There you go. I would do local too if we had something like that around here. But it's just not happening. It's just not happening. We have some local markets out on the corners. They're reasonably sized, but it's almost all like melons and just, I don't know, seasonal stuff. So. All right, let's see here. I got 1 minute and 12 seconds. 1 minute and 12 seconds, guys. Oh, we got 21 people in here, 21 thumbs up. That is not bad. Jesse is saying, Cuckvy, we had an ag shop. It's too fast. There we go. Test our hands. We told them not without a warrant. Now we're in an argument with the state agriculture department. They claim they have the authority. It really comes down to if you're selling them or not. If you're selling them, then they do have the authority. Farmers markets for purchase. I sell it 6 months of the year. 112 left. But what's the season? If you live in Maryland, Kansas, and air harvesting in the FA affiliates, no paperwork needed. The food is edible. Okay, nice. Where are you located, please? Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right. So I've got 20 seconds left here, guys. I think I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off so I can get a jump on what I've got to finish. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. As usual, hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so now. It's just the smart thing to do since I'm here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. normally. All right, guys. Stay safe. Oh, there it is. There's my alarm. Have a great day, and I shall see you when I see you. Members, you can find me in the Discord. If you're not a member, there's a link someplace. Go check it out. Bye-bye.